Kevin Lee versus Iaquinta, main event this time, rematch, but this time main event in 5 rounds. And it was a really good fight. You know, both of these guys brought their skills, but I think that maybe what we learned, we talk about this all the time, but 155 pounds is murderer's row. Okay, the top 10 guys there are so good and so nasty. And I can tell you, as a bigger guy, I've never been in a division, ever, that's as deep as what they have to deal with at 155. We get more credit, we get more appeal, but we've never had to deal with the competition and the skill sets at 155 pounds. So you put these two killers out there, and both former #1 contenders, both guys know each other, both guys wanted to do this fight again. Okay, the thing that we learned, though, if there was anything, from Al's pace, from Al's ability to recompose himself. He can get hit with super hard shots and they can hurt him and they can phase him. He'll recompose and start over. I've never seen a fighter that can restart a match more times than Iaquinta. If the going gets bad, he resets, puts it all behind him and deals with the next moment. Deals with the next moment, deals with the next moment. That turns into minutes, turns into rounds, turns into contests. And if you were to look back, when Al stepped in and fought Khabib, people were so surprised with Al's grappling. They were so surprised with his grit. They were so surprised with his ability and pace to push 20 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, 25 minutes into the contest, that instead of giving Al the compliment that he earned and deserved and showed the world, somehow a narrative came out of, well, Khabib didn't look very good tonight. That happens all the time in the sport, and it's very unfair. And I don't really know where that comes from. Right, when you have one of these killers, one of these huge stars, one of these magnificent fighters, and he goes out and he struggles in a contest, you could come away with the opinion that, hey, he didn't look very good tonight, or you could come away observing the facts in front of you, which are, he had a really good opponent. He had an opponent that had some skills that we didn't know he had. Al has now corrected that part of the story. Going out and doing this for a full 25 minutes, pushing the pace with a #1 contender, former world title challenger in Kevin Lee. Going out and getting the jump on him, dealing with those big shots, right? Giving up those takedowns, giving up his back. Kevin Lee's wrapping up the body and locking him and looking for real naked chokes, and Al stays composed. He resets the fight. He resets the fight over and over and over again. I think that if anything should come from this, finally, the story of the Khabib fight can be told correctly, which is that no, Khabib did not have an off night. Khabib was in there with a gangster. And moving forward, I hope that maybe now Al can get some of that credit.